Good morning, everyone. It's Elaine at Annabella's. Welcome back to our Friday Floss Tube. I'm very happy that you're here. I want to just mention that if you're new to my channel, this channel is primarily about cross-stitching, quilting, and paper crafting with a little bit of my life thrown in every now and then. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back every Friday for the most part and spending a little bit of time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for subscribing, looking up, ringing that notification bell. That will just let you know when I've uploaded a new video or I have some fun news to share. And if you are new, I hope that you like what you see today and that you too will become a subscriber. So anyway, I thought I would give you a quick life update before we jump right into stitching. I'm heading to Florida tomorrow for a week to see my son Andrew and Jamie and Colton and Hope, Charlene and Courtney and Kobe and Mallory, and I am looking forward to just a nice week away. I think I mentioned Jamie is starting her new job as a kindergarten teacher, and this is the off week where summer camps are closed and parents have to figure it out as far as who's going to have the ability to stay home and watch the kids. So grandma's going to go down and spend the week watching the kids so they can focus on their jobs, and Jamie can focus on getting her classroom set up to greet her very first class of kindergartners. So I'm excited about that. I am going to go to Andrew's firehouse, get to see where he works. And then, of course, I've got the whole week with the two little ones. So I'm looking forward to that. And then on Wednesday night, I can't believe it, Mallory is starting her junior year of high school. She's my oldest granddaughter. And I'm going to go, it's about an hour and 45-minute drive between where Andrew lives and where Charlene and Courtney live. And I don't do well driving at night, but I'm going to go down there and, we're having a family party. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of them. So it's just great. I don't know if I'm going to see my cousin John. We're going to try to maybe meet halfway for lunch or something. When I'm there, but it's going to be great. I miss my kids, so I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I miss those grandchildren. So stay tuned. I'll maybe insert some photos while I'm gone. I'll probably be doing Floss Tube or recording next week from there. And then if you're new and you've joined our Patreon, how exciting is that? I'll definitely be touching base with all of you throughout the week. So anyway, we're going to do something a little bit different this time around. I'm going to see how it goes, and then I'll decide if I'm going to keep this format. So what I'm going to do now, always beginning each week, is I'm going to focus on my stitching. I realize that it's very rare that I show you my whips or kind of give you a peek into what I'm working on as a cross stitcher rather than just as a designer or a quilter or a shop owner. So we're going to focus on that. So I'm going to spend a minute and I'm going to go through some of my fall whips. These are going to be all of the things that I've decided to work on right now, beginning August 1st through the fall stitching season before I jump headfirst into Christmas. There will be some Christmas whips that you'll see, but for the most part, I'm focusing on fall right now. And then at the end is where you can go to watch a video about all of the new arrivals that have arrived in the shop. Well, not all of them, but many of the new arrivals that have arrived. We're going to insert a photo, maybe give you a little bit of information on who the designer is, but you're going to be able to watch that at your leisure. And then I can insert larger photos so you can really get a good sneak peek. And then if I have any news to share, that will be at the very end of this video, because really you're here for cross stitch. So let me get started and show you my whips. I'll be right back. Okay, the first whip I want to show you is actually something that I started quite a while ago. This is the new Gobbletons. It's by Ari, and I wanted you to see just how beautiful this fabric is. I don't know if Fabric Flair still sells this, but it's called Gobble Pumpkin, and this is a fat quarter. It is well, maybe it's a half a yard. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's just beautiful. And as you can see, the cross stitch really pops and stands out on this beautiful pumpkin that's been printed right on here. So I am stitching this on the called for fabric with the called for floss. The new Gobbletons, I believe we still carry in the shop, but you can see just how cute they are. She has other Gobbletons as well, not Gobbletons, but she has other Yeah, she has other Gobbletons as well. So there's quite a few of them out. And it uses all DMC floss. This is 28 count even weave. It's a pleasure to stitch on. So that is my first fall whip that I'm really looking forward to. I probably won't get it done this year, but I'm going to get as many stitches into it as I possibly can. So there's that one. And then this one is by Barbara Anna. This is called Autumn. And I don't have a lot done. I just kind of, worked on the flower. I have that completed. I'm stitching this on 14 count natural. Here is the design a little bit closer so that you get a nice peek at just how pretty that is. You know what I really love about it? I believe it or not, I love these little white houses that are sitting on the branches. My grandmother, our family home, I think it was in our family for 70 years, looked just like that. So it has a special place in my heart. And of course, whenever I stitch on 14 count, I can whip right through it. So hopefully you'll actually see quite a bit of progress on this between now and when I see you next week. I'm going to be taking these with me to Florida. Okay, next we have Snowbirds. This is by Brenda Gervais. Here is the chart. This is being stitched on 28 count Mojito Smoothie. This is by Grace Note Fabrics. I really like this. It's got a pretty, it's like a grayish blue background. It is not the called for. The called for on this was 40 count Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Works. So Elaine doesn't stitch on 40 count, but the 28 count is nice and I'm enjoying stitching this. So this one I definitely want to have done before Christmas, and I'm thinking I'll go ahead and probably finish it off just like this. So stay tuned. I'm going to be placing another order for Brenda. She hasn't had any releases for fall at all this year. I'm hoping she'll have some Christmas releases, and when she does, we'll go ahead and replenish our stock of everything else. Then here we go. This one I love. This is Little House Needleworks Winter Band Sampler. I started this last year, made quite a bit of progress. I really don't have much more to do, so I might work on this just to get it done quickly. I'm stitching this on 16 count Beautiful Beige by Witchell. Really nice. I enjoy this fabric. Again, it's like stitching on 14 count for me. I can just whip right through it. And then we do carry all of the band samplers in the shop. So there's that one. My staff is going to be arriving shortly, so the dogs are probably going to start to bark. So let me just give you a heads up on that. Okay, whoops. This is the next whip that I'm focusing on right now for the month of August. This is called Simple Gifts Christmas by Praiseworthy Stitches. Now, if you follow us on social media and you're in our needlework, Annabella's Needlework Marketplace Facebook group, then you have been able to look at the brand new Harvest / Autumn design that they have just released. It is absolutely beautiful. So I know I'm not going to get to it this year, but I'd love to finish this one off and then add that to my stash. I'll insert a photo at the end. And I normally don't insert Needlework Marketplace releases at the end, but I'll go ahead and insert that one just so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm stitching this on 18 count Ivory by Witchell, and I just love the colors. They pop really nice. I believe I was going to do this for my sister, and I probably still will. I don't think she watches my floss tube, so it's a good thing because I've been working on this for a while. So there's that. And then, let's see, I only have a couple more. This one's probably one of my favorites. This is Cardinal Kin by Plum Street Samplers. I've completed just the bottom here of the cardinal. Again, there's more stitches than you think as you're stitching these larger cardinals, but I should be able to get this done this year as well. Just really pretty fabric. I'm really enjoying stitching on this. This is 28 count Mushroom Lugana. It's probably my favorite go-to fabric when I'm either designing a chart or thinking about what do I want to stitch on if I have to do my own model stitching, because I do not like to stitch on high count fabrics. But that is Cardinal Kin. Really pretty. Just a great, great design by Paulette. And then last is also another Plum Street chart. This is Jesus Loves Me. Sorry for all this fringe. Look at this mess right here. Let me hide that. There we go. This is Jesus Loves Me. I'm sorry, that's not correct. This I know. I've only stitched Jesus Loves Me and a little bit of the church. This is another one that just kind of fell by the wayside, and it makes me so sad because I really, really love this chart. It is quite large, so I'm going to be gentle with myself and recognize, that it may not be done in 2024, but the goal is to still get it done in 2025. What's nice about this for me anyway is that I'm stitching it on 14 count French country mocha, so it goes pretty quick. So I'll probably work on this when I'm with Andrew and Jamie this coming week. So anyway, those are my whips, and I will be back in just a minute for more shop news and some new releases. I hope you enjoyed all of those new arrivals. There's some pretty things on the way or that have already arrived. So now I thought what I would do is just give you some shop news, give you some updates. You can scoot ahead to the end if you'd like, where we talk about Happy Mail, or you can just sit and stitch a little bit longer while I share some updates with you. So first of all, wanted to let you know that we have opened up notifications for our new Thread to Finish cross stitch retreat. This is going to be held this winter. It'll be our All Things Winter Retreat. It'll be held in Charleston, South Carolina. And this is going to be a very immersive event. And what I mean by that is we are not only going to be focusing on cross stitching, we're going to be focusing on finishing. And when I say immersive, what that means is you're going to be actually learning new stitching techniques as well as multiple ways of fully finishing your cross stitch pieces. So it's going to be very unique, one-of-a-kind retreat, very limited. This is one of our signature events. So right now, all I'm doing is opening up people that want to be notified first, because space will be limited simply because of the amount of classes that I'm going to be holding. So you can go ahead and get notified. The link is below. And again, that will just let you know when I've secured the hotel and I'm getting ready to release more information. It's not a commitment to join us. It's just raising your hand and saying, this sounds intriguing. Tell me more when you know more. But again, it will be held this February in 2026. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking for, it's very different. We haven't done this before. So it'll be our first real immersive event. And I can't wait. I think we're going to do these every year. So stay tuned. Okay, other good news is we finally launched officially today our brand new Annabella's Patreon. So if you're not familiar with Patreon, it's kind of a private community that we've put together just for all of you. We're the first cross-stitch designer on Patreon that is both designing and helping our members fully finish their cross-stitch pieces. So it's a great group. We had a tremendous response yesterday. For all of you who did have early access and were able to join us early, thank you so much. Tier 3 is the hottest thing going right now, and we're limiting that. So it's open today. I don't know how long it's going to be open, but registration, you can join us now. You can pick any of the 3 tiers that you'd like. I'm not going to go into them. You can click the link below, go to our Patreon page and read about them. But just so you know, that tier 3 is going to be limited. It's kind of, there's a lot there. When you see it, you'll understand. But that's the hottest thing going on right now. So if you want to be part of it, today would be the day to jump on the bandwagon. And what's really fun about Patreon is we're going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes private things with all of our members, including special sit and stitches, fun mini make finishing fun boxes, all kinds of beautiful designs, a special designer spotlight with a finishing kit. It's going to be great. So I hope to see you there. It's near and dear to my heart, and I would love to share it with all of you. So check it out. September Bella bags. Okay, so the August Bella bags are on the way. You should get those any day now. Check your email to get your tracking number if you'd like. But the September Bella bags has opened today. So what that means for those of you that are new is this is just something we do for newsletter subscribers only. It is very special. You receive a free exclusive design by Annabella's Needle Art. This chart is never released to the public for purchase. And then in addition, you receive all of the called for floss, all of the called for fabric, a custom magnet or a floss drop, backing fabric for finishing, and a PDF technique booklet. You receive ribbon and trim or poms, depending upon how I finish it off, buttons, needles by Boheen or John James, and some extra goodies from me to you. So these are very affordably priced. When we decided to do something special for our subscribers, we wanted to not only make it fun, we wanted to make it affordable. So you get a bigger bang for your buck at Annabella's when you are looking at these exclusive subscription bundles that are put together for customers. So I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to join in. What's really fun is it's monthly. So if you decide you don't want to purchase it one month, you can come back and purchase it another month. But September is going to be special. Okay, speaking of special, here is some big news. For those of you who love our large boxes, our biggest box of the year is opening up for registration for early access on Tuesday next week, and then officially, if we don't sell out, on Wednesday for everyone else. This is our Make Finishing Fun Christmas box that is both cross-stitch and finishing filled with all kinds of merry goodies. You're going to receive all kinds of Christmas-themed charts, finishing supplies. Like I said, it's our biggest box of the year. So what you can do right now is you can fill out the link below. That is, again, as you know how I work, that is your get notified. So on Tuesday, when I'm ready to open it up, everyone who raised their hand and say, I want this box, you'll be able to click the link, you'll be able to read about it, and then you'll have first access to go ahead and make the purchase. Now, if we don't sell out, then on Wednesday, it will open up to the general public. So if you're interested and you want to get your hands on our biggest box of the year, our Christmas cross-stitch and Make Finishing Fun box, be sure to fill out that notification form below. So last week, and that's all the news I have today. So last week, or the week before actually, we did Happy Mail. And if you're new, Happy Mail is just our way of saying thank you for subscribing, for reaching up and ringing that notification bell, for leaving comments. You know, all of that means so much. There's a million floss tubers out there. So it helps with the algorithms, and it helps us make sure that we're bringing you the content that you enjoy seeing. So if you do all of those things and you're over the age of 18, you comment on the question posed, you like the video, then, and I call your name, you get some Happy Mail. And it's just a pretty pink envelope that we send to you as a surprise, some goodies inside that we hope you'll enjoy. So last week, the question was, are you the keeper of the memories in your family? And thank you so much for everyone who participated. The winners are J. Malone 7033, Maureen Lopez 9266, Kay Hilke, Hilkey, Vivian Van Veldehuizen, 2290, and Leanne H, 1973. So thank you, ladies. Get an email to me at annabellashop@gmail.com. Be sure to put your YouTube handle as well as your first, last name, and mailing address, and we'll get your Happy Mail right out to you. This week, I thought what you could tell me, I shared with you my whips. Have you started stitching for fall yet? If so, please let us know who is the designer's chart that you're stitching and what's the name of the chart. So basically, what's the first thing that's going under your needle as you begin to stitch for fall? So hopefully I will see you all here next week from sunny South Florida or rainy South Florida. It is summertime there. I might have two little munchkins with me that might make a guest appearance. So until I see you then, everyone, be happy, be well, and most of all, be kind. See you later. Bye.